Behind me is Athletic Club's magnificent San Mamés Stadium, where Arsenal will get the 25-26 Champions League campaign underway. It's the curtain raiser for the whole season, Athletic Club hosting Mikel Arteta's side. Now that's a season with a distinctly English theme, because for the first time in the competition's 70-year history, this is also its birthday, there are 6 clubs from one country, that country being England, and those clubs are Arsenal, Liverpool, Manchester City, Chelsea, Newcastle United, and as a result of their Europa League victory in this very stadium in May, Tottenham Hotspur. There's also another sign of English power in how, in another first for football history, the 3 big Spanish clubs, Barcelona, Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid, all have English players. Those being Trent Alexander-Arnold and Jude Bellingham at Madrid, Conor Gallagher at Atletico Madrid, and Marcus Rashford at Barcelona. Now, while this is all an illustration of English power, Premier League financial power, it hasn't yet translated fully into Champions League success. In fact, it's almost one of the kind of great contradictions and questions of modern football in that way. If you look at the decade when the Premier League has accumulated this strength, there's actually only been 3 European champions. That's Liverpool in 2019, Chelsea in 2021, and Manchester City in 2023. And in fact, at Arsenal's pre-game press conference on Monday evening, one of the main themes that Mikel Arteta has to face was how Arsenal are possibly now the biggest club never to win this competition after Paris Saint-Germain won it last year. Arteta actually felt this was the great launchpad for this assault on trying to win the trophy, because he is, of course, from the Basque Country. He was visibly thrilled to be here, and he did actually take on those questions quite well, saying how it's not pressure to try and win this competition for the first time, but an opportunity to change history, which is very much how Arteta tries to see these things, a positive manifestation. But as to whether it's actually positive for European football to have so much English strength, obviously the Premier League accumulates so much talent, so much resources, and that does mean there are very few potential competitors. I mean, again, the big rivals that would be considered favourites for the trophy are Paris Saint-Germain, the current champions, Madrid, who has such strength, Barcelona, who look resurgent, especially with Lamine Yamal, who's maybe now the best player in the world. But before we see that, we're going to see Arsenal in this very stadium, who will be looking to make a statement.